Hi, people. You didn't know that there was an actual tune to this, right? Hi, people on TikTok as well. I know you can't hear the keyboard. We're working on it. Oh, I'm getting funky with myself. Good Lord. Wow, getting incredibly funky. Listen, the hi people. We never play this music at the top of the show, and that's because I needed some way to just fucking kill time here while we're getting all squared away. Well, primarily because, as per usual, I just didn't budget enough time to prepare for the fine broadcast here.
There's nobody here.
It's yep. Folks are coming. And of course, for the fine folks who watch this, hi, Rapel, the fine folks who watch this in absentia, right? People who are watching after the fact from our ships at sea, or however the greeting used to be. Hello to you. Hello, Jack. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Carmen. Hello, all the fine people. It actually is kind of surprising how many people watch this show after the fact. I was surprised when I looked at the stats. We get sometimes about 200 people watching this show later. Very, very strange. However, I will tell you this, people who are watching live right now, the main reason why they're doing it is because you are funny as fuck. Right? That's the main reason right there. And this is the God's honest truth. Now, we are working to get our folks here on TikTok caught up to speed with the technical aspects of this show, which, boy, oh boy, I have not been able to kind of figure out the vagaries of we're getting there. But I will tell you this.
It's getting there.
We thought about this, and it is lovely to basically have a studio audience for this show. When we get the fine folks at TikTok dialed in, you can't believe it.
You can showcase how funny you guys are.
Exactly.
It's going to be like the Hollywood Squares, where you guys are match game. It's an old school game show where you have a studio audience seeing how funny you are.
You guys are like Brett Summers and Charles Nelson Riley on the dais. Those people used to get hammered. That was a very good impression. Those people used to, by the way, my Gen X people, where are you at, right? Am I right? This is how it's done, right? You got to do this, right? You can't, because we all saw grew up seeing the picture of the sea turtle getting snared in one of these things, and you just never want that on you don't want that on your record. Am I right? So anyway, yeah. So we're slowly but surely kind of working out some of the technical aspects of all of this. So we made it. Now, I will also say this, and I know that I harp on this Hi Fuzz. How are you, my brother? Fuzz speaks 127 languages. You guys know that? 127. Unbelievable. Actually, this is a fun fact. Sorrel Book. Yeah, did that name ring a bell? Should. He was the fellow who played Boss Hogg. Did you know? Sorrel Book played Boss Hogg. Sorrel Book.
Did you know Cletus died this week?
Who's Cletus?
Cletus, the actor that played Cletus, the sheriff. The bumbling.
Oh wait, you mean Roscoe P. Coltrane?
Oh no, who was Cletus was the deputy, I think.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Cletus. Sorry, I interrupted your flow of
no, I was just going to say that Sorrel Book, Boss Hogg, dipshit extraordinaire, actually could speak 12 languages and was part of military intelligence in World War II.
What?
True story. Look it up. Just found that out today. Right. I knew that he was accomplished, and I couldn't remember in what capacity.
That's loud.
So anyway, I was is there a way to are you plugging into that or I'm not really sure.
It's just louder than it's ever been. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Hello.
I've been working on a lot of technical stuff, and so hi, David. How's it going?
David.
How are you, brother? The bottom line is we're first and foremost, I know that I come here every week with two things to say. The first is we're running late because I overestimated or underestimated the amount of time that it was going to take to set up the show, which indeed, here we are. What is it, like fucking 9 after? We're just barely getting started here. The other is I've been talking very frequently about middle-aged aches and pains, which my Gen Xers, where you at, right? Could sound off if you're there. So for reasons that are really unimportant, Laurel and I have been doing a lot of physical labor lately.
Just a lot of paint, like landscaping, painting, just a lot of.
I almost said it's community service. We're out there wearing orange vests, picking up trash on the side of the interstate. It's fabulous. But anyway, the point is this. Now, I consider myself to be a relatively fit fellow. If you start doing things that your body is unfamiliar with, you will pay the price. And
you are in your 50s.
And when you're in your 50s, you're going to pay the price for, whatever sort of physical shenanigans you wind up getting up to. So
by the end of the day, we're like, oh my God, I need Bengay.
Honestly, and I don't have the box handy. I meant to bring it in here. There is a product which I presume it's pronounced Salon Pas.
Salon Pas?
To which Lori and I now officially say, no, Salon Oui. Exactly, because there are these little pads that are full of lidocaine. Just ignore us. Yeah, put us on ignore. You'll do better. You'll live longer. You'll be happier. You put these pads where the pain is, right? They're about yay big, and miraculous.
They're lidocaine.
10 out of 10. No notes. Really, really great.
10 out of 10.
Tonight's only show brought to you by.
Not brought to you by Salon Pas.
Yeah. And says, trimming trees and bushes with loppers wreck my arms. That's kind of where we've been. I've been doing for one thing, I tore out some carpet. And I was advised by none other than Eric Quigley Atwood, hey, you might want to actually do that on your knees, which, hey, what fellow can resist? But Eric says you might want to do that on your knees because I was leaning over and cutting it with the box cutter. And hi, folks, how you doing tonight? Leaning over, cutting it with the box cutter, and I thought, what? I'm fit. Yeah. I can do this. And I'm like rolling it up and hauling it out. I'm like, I'm shirtless, people. I'm glistening. That's what I'm saying. It's a sexy, sexy scene that I'm painting in your mind right now. Anyway, I get through this, and
Eric complimented you.
Eric complimented me, as he's wont to do, but he had left, and then I went home, and I think I laid down for maybe a half an hour. I'm just like, I just need to take a lie down. I went to get up. It was as if my body
can't get up.
My body just seized frozen. It was like, nope,
can't do it.
Nope, I couldn't. And I was like, oh God. So that, unfortunately, this one here got the. You had gotten some Bengay, some Aspercreme, and some Salon Pas. We're kind of doing.
Is it Salon Pas?
Salon Pas.
Salon Pas.
I don't know. Is it Greek?
Salon Pas.
Is it French? We don't really know.
We don't know.
But anyway, it works like a goddamn charm. I'm telling you, folks on TikTok, Salon Pas. If you're middle-aged, you look fabulous, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I look better on there.
My wife looks extraordinarily hot.
It's a lot. Does anybody else have a dog that must compulsively drink out of the toilet? If the bathroom door is open,
if it's open,
that dog has got her face in the toilet.
It is crazy.
It's every bathroom, too. And it's not like we don't feed her or give her water. She has water and food. She's just like, I don't know. I just have to do it.
From a porcelain fountain. That's what she's saying.
If the door is open anywhere in the house, in any bathroom in the house, she will be in there.
I can't for the life of me figure out.
You didn't close the bedroom door. I just caught her coming out, just licking her lips.
Just taking
like,
a shower
oh man,
having a long, cool drink.
I love
that one. So yeah, the dog. Which way is dogs are supposed to have exquisite senses of smell? Am I right? They're supposed to. Their sense of smell is something like 1,000 times more acute than a human's.
Right.
Therefore, the reason why they sniff each other's asses, by the way, is because they have a sense of what the other dog that they're sniffing and checking out has eaten. That's how acute. So why, in a place where pooping happens, are dogs drinking? Doesn't make any fucking sense.
You'd think is the water fresher, but it's not, and it has bleach in it. I don't know.
I don't.
She should not be drinking that, and we try to get her to stop drinking it. It's like, stop it. Yeah. She can't stop herself. She's compulsive about it.
We can get her on the. Eventually, we've got those translator apps that now you just talk into it and then it spits. I think the way it works actually is if you're going to converse with somebody, they put the earphone in, you put the earphone in, and you talk back and forth, and the translation happens automatically. Well, pretty soon dogs.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah,
pretty soon dogs. That would be really great because, particularly when it's the middle of the night and your dog is just not leaving you alone, and it's like, what?
What is it that you
want? What? You've been out 5 times.
In the middle of the night this week, the dog woke up and just was coughing. for no reason.
For no reason at all.
And she doesn't have anything. Nothing's wrong. I think she was just licking herself, and it just was just swallowed wrong.
Yeah.
So for 2 hours, she was like.
It's sounding like Elon Musk when he laughs.
Yeah. It's not great.
Yeah, have you heard this? Elon Musk laughing? He honestly, he looks like Men in Black, like somebody is inhabiting a human body who doesn't quite know.
He does a skin suit.
You know, Vincent D'Onofrio from Men in Black. That's how Elon Musk is operating.
So how was everyone's week?
How is everybody's week? How are you guys doing?
We are tired, and we are.
tired.
It's warm, so I don't like being warm.
I don't care for being warm.
And I don't like getting sunburned. So I'm just waiting. I'm counting the days until the summer is over.
This is Laura's thing. Now, by the way, folks on TikTok, you guys are new, but this one here is a goth. She is an aging goth.
Well, I'm more like a ginger. I can't go out in the sun.
Right. Well, that's for starters. Which, by the way, when are we? I don't know if you've heard this on TikTok, but there was a woman. We've discussed this here on the show. There was a black woman who had said, by the way, if you are red hair, you're ginger features, et cetera, you're black, and we want you to know that you're black, and that you are invited to the cookout. And I'm like, that is the most amazing thing I've ever heard. And like people, redheaded gingers are like posting these photos, these videos going, hallelujah, you know, this is fucking amazing, greatest thing that's ever happened. Now, I'm married to a ginger. Now, I'm wondering, can I be
you're in the club?
Well, maybe.
Okay.
Can I be a +1 for the cookout? Is my question.
I want to go to a cookout.
Yeah.
Maleficent, when you posted up on Instagram that your daughter became friends with someone else's daughter, who was that person? I know that person, right?
Do we know who that person was?
I don't know. She's been at the beach with her daughter and her daughter's friend.
Oh, you're exhausted from a week at the beach? Honestly, Maleficent. It's like, oh man, I am just spending all this money and eating all this delicious food is just wearing. Nobody wants to hear it, kid. Sorry, I'm telling you. Exhausted from relaxing on the beach. And by the way, you can. And this is going to be probably the strangest thing that I'm going to say all night. Keep score at home, if you will. When we were living in New York, we had been working very, 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 very hard. And we're like, let's do the thing that people do here, this very bougie thing. We'll go to the Caribbean. And we booked a trip to Barbados. And we're like, let's book a whole week. We're just going to go. And I was saying to myself, oh, it's going to be something fabulous. Just do nothing. Going to do nothing for a whole fucking week.
That was the one and only time we took a vacation where you do nothing. And after 2 days, we were done.
I was going insane.
We were like, what do you do?
You can only swim up to the bar so many times. The swim up bar and order like a fruit drink.
And it's an all-inclusive, so like you have to eat in the same restaurant. Yeah, I mean, you eat different food and stuff, but it's like, what is there to do? What are we doing?
And it's full of just really ugly Americans, and they're like, and there's just there are the locals who are falling all over themselves for you, and then you see their homes as you drive in and out from the airport, and it's not a pretty scene. But point being, you can get tired of a beach vacation. We did.
Is that why you're tired, or are you tired from
from the exploitation?
Yeah.
All the exploitation. Hey, look, you can see it backwards that way. That's very nice.
No, I think she's tired from chaperoning.
Oh, chaperone. So you didn't even get to have any fun. You were just okay. Now it's making a lot more sense. Maleficent, I'm seeing the source of your exhaustion here, because honestly, if you don't get a chance to relax at the beach and you're just having to supervise, but you say you're. Okay, so I don't know how old this child is that you're taking to the beach, but I can imagine she needs some supervision, right? So that's not terribly relaxing. Let's see. So it feels like there were a couple of other orders of business we were going to get to before we started the show tonight. What am I remiss in here?
I don't know. Just announcements.
Yes, for the good of the order.
Yeah.
For the good of the order. So the one thing that I meant to rearrange these. So it was Independence Day.
Did you guys celebrate?
So
we skipped it.
It has been my least favorite holiday for years, just because I don't like explosives. I don't like big explosive noises. I've never really seen the point of it. This year in particular, though, I really didn't think we deserved a birthday as a country, right? This is. I think we have shown as a nation that we don't deserve nice things. So we didn't deserve a birthday party this year. So you and I did basically nothing. We went and got sore. That's what we did.
Yeah.
We went and got sore.
We did landscaping work and work on the house, and now we're sore.
And pretended it wasn't Independence Day. What did you do? I celebrated Independence Day by what? I celebrated Independence Day by what? Baby. Ba-ba-bum-bum-bum. Yeah, listen, I've never been a fan of July 4th, but I had a generally patriotic feeling on that day. Used to.
Where's your mom, by the way?
What's that?
Where's your mom?
My mom was having dinner with a friend, and she said that she would come and join us as soon as she got home. So this is that and New Year's, two least favorite holidays. Absolutely, the very least, kind of the bottom dwellers. Honestly, I think when it comes right down to it, the only two holidays that I actually really enjoy are Christmas and Halloween, right? But and partially, I think I enjoy Halloween because you enjoy Halloween so much.
Sorry, this is so loud. I'm like...
Let's just turn that all the way down. There we go. So I think part of the reason why I enjoy it is because you enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
I think that's part of the reason. Anyway, so what did you do for Independence Day? I celebrated Independence Day by watching Independence Day and not seeing any damn fireworks this year, says Ray. Yeah, I think that's exactly the right move. Let's see. Maleficent cooked for 8 people. So now we're really seeing the reasons why Maleficent is exhausted. Yeah. Let's see. Ange got deported. That's it. So are you reporting live from El Salvador?
No.
Is that where we're getting you from?
Where'd you get deported to?
Are we? Could be any number of countries at this point. I mean, the Supreme Court cleared the way for that.
They're going to go back. Like, where's your country of origin from like 200 years ago? Fine, you're deported back there.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've been here. I'm fine.
I've been here the whole
I was
time.
born here. No, it doesn't matter.
I was born. I'm a naturalized. No.
Doesn't matter.
No, I'm sorry. Do you have melanin? Oh no, you can't stay if you have any melanin. Let's see. Christmas. Yes, Maleficent loves Christmas because, of course, she likes to decorate. She's very much like my mom in that way. Fuzz spent the day listening to Heather Cox Richardson's YouTube video about the Declaration of Independence. Perfect. Now nice. that is a bit of patriotic behavior I can get behind. Let's see. Alameda Parade, longest fourth longest parade in USA at 3.3 miles. Very, very impressive.
Nice.
All right. Let's see. Fuzz says, yeah, she's in South Sudan.
Oh,
not good.
That sucks.
Having a three-way with the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. Ray, was there PBBJs involved? That's what we need to know. Let's see. That's a great CCAH card question. No, COVID cards against humanity. I've never seen it.
COVID cards against humanity.
Yeah. I have it's not abbreviated. It is initialized. What is it?
Acronym.
Acronymized.
Don't listen to me.
Let's see. So we're going for. I've got to go with getting deported for round number 1. And celebrated by getting deported.
She's in the South Sudan.
Yeah,
where they have phone service. It's awesome.
Yes, from herself.
It's great.
From herself. Yeah. Listen, so also another fabulous news this week. Trump's big, beautiful bill passed. This 900-page monstrosity that, among other things, is going to cause about 12 million people to lose their health care.
So good.
$3 trillion added to the deficit, and about 3 million people and their children losing food assistance. But the fun part...
That's what they wanted.
It is. It's what they voted for.
That's what America wanted.
May you have the day you voted for. Mm-hmm. But the fun thing is, it's a 900-page bill that even people who voted for it have said they don't know everything that's in it. And so I'm sure there are some hidden fun things in there, right? Free candy? Anything like that? Anything fun in the big, beautiful bill? Hidden items in the big, beautiful bill. Laura said public executions. I would say on pay-per-view. I think it's mandated. You have to do them on pay-per-view. Hidden items in the big, beautiful bill.
I just think that'd be funny if that, not funny, obviously, if the death penalty were now like, oh no, it's public execution. Oh, don't you know?
This is bread and circus. This is bread and circus. Absolutely, getting thrown to the lions.
Sorry.
And all that stuff. So listen, we make every effort to not talk about politics on this show, and certainly we are here to be your antidote to political programming and the like. But sometimes it's just this time right now is a giant crap sandwich in the middle of American history, and unfortunately, we're all having to take a bite. But we got each other. And that's how. Listen, we got through COVID together, so we'll figure out how we're gonna get through this. Unless, of course, I get deported to the South Sudan, in which case I'll figure out a way to broadcast from
Angie's
there.
already there. So.
Angie's good. So
she'll host you
keep the gruel warm, and I'll be there shortly, kid. Oh my God!
It's barely a joke. It's like not even like that could happen. I guess
it's not a fucking joke.
Nothing will surprise me.
I think that's what's so deeply disturbing about all this is nothing surprising in any of this stuff. So let's. Oh, I didn't pin it, did I?
I did it. I did it.
Yes, you typed it up, but I didn't pin it.
I know.
I'm lagging. Let's see. Hidden items in the big beautiful bill. Free meth for everybody in Red State. Is it BOGO? Is it buy one, get one free? Let's see. People who eat pineapple on pizza get deported to Lima Bean Island, where you have to subsist on lima beans. And just because you can doesn't mean you should, right? I think.
Does anyone like lima beans? They are smushy.
They're smushy, and they have a very, very specific and peculiar taste. It seems like there was some sort of soup.
Oh, your mom's here.
Hi, Mom. Hi, how's it going? Seems like there was some sort of soup that used to feature lima beans when I was growing up, and I always would...
Lima bean and ham?
No, I think that was it, right?
Yeah, that was a chunky soup, right?
It was a chunky soup. It was lima bean and ham, and by the end of the meal, the bowl would basically just be filled with uneaten lima beans at the very bottom, because, let's see. The AI implants for all. That could be an upgrade.
Hi, Suzanne.
Hi, Suzanne. Subsidized Botox for Melania. That's already happening. That part's already happening. Veggie Lovers Pizza now always include double mushrooms. Let's see. Hi, Mom. Mandatory sterilization. Trump brand gold toilets have been added as the only acceptable toilet approved by the International Building Code. That is true.
Yep.
Let's see. A 24-month subscription to Big Beautiful Bill and Butts Weekly.
Yep.
And of course, Clown Pain, says Aunt. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response?
With a subscription to Big Beautiful Bills and Butts Weekly.
I think it's okay. So that's a point for April. Nicely done. Oh, we're having a fabulous time here on the broadcast. Again, we're so happy that you're with us here on TikTok. Absolutely.
We'll find out how to get your sound.
Honestly,
it's only been 3 weeks of no sound.
It's only been 3 weeks with no sound. You've been so patient, and we appreciate you. Listen, as you know, my wife, my dear wife, who I think you met, maybe familiar with her.
Hello.
She can be rather averse to food spoiling and encountering said food spoilage, such that
Are you gonna make fun of me for my
outburst
today?
No, I'm not gonna do that. You are.
Yeah.
So basically, she's cleaning out the fridge and discovers a bag of mini cucumbers that were in the process of becoming pickled, but not the fun kind. They were just to put a fine point on it.
Listen,
there was about this much green goo at the bottom of the bag.
When I encounter rotten food, I go, nope! And then I walk away into another room or possibly another part of the house, or possibly I get in my car and leave.
Well, let's speculate. So what are the things that Laura did after opening a bag of cucumbers that was rotten? Things Laura did after opening a bag of cucumbers that was rotten. Wolfson says 2 cans of Spam for every family. Mm-hmm. Yes, Suzanne, she is amazing. That is correct. Honest to God. Yeah, no, she is. You can't believe how remarkable
it's really is. Just a visceral reaction. Like when I see rotten food, I just go, nope, and then I leave the room.
And you're just out of here.
And like if I'm alone, to my credit, I will gather my mind and put on rubber gloves and a mask and some other disinfecting things, and I will take care of the rotten food. It's just, when I first see it, I'm like, no, I can't be in the same room as that. No.
Well, but of course, because I love you so much, I took care of it today.
You totally took care of it. I didn't leave the room like, oh my God, you got to take care of this. I just went, nope.
No. You don't do that. That
No,
is
I-
no. You don't shirk your responsibilities. You are just very averse to food rotting.
It's
which,
just
fair enough.
gross, and I can't do it. I just mentally, I need a minute. I can't. Because what if I touched it? What if I breathed it? What if What if?
Yeah. Well, how you feeling?
I'm okay.
Let's see. Hey, it's Abe, everybody. Hi, brother. How are you?
She booked a beach vacation for a week.
Yeah,
That's it.
basically she decided that the only way to deal with this was to head to the Bahamas to clear out the
Barbados.
the cucumber
Just-
stink. Yeah, Barbados.
I'll need at least 2 or 3 days to get to get over it. So
Did you know that the most famous person ever, I believe, to emerge from Barbados, Rihanna?
Rihanna. Yeah.
But also. Oh, no. I was going to say the Baha Men, but they were from the Bahamas, of course. Baha Men.
Is that the Who Let the Dogs Out guys?
Who did? Did we ever solve that riddle? Were we ever able, back in the early 2000s, to determine conclusively who let the dog out? Or let the dogs out?
I was outside with the dog today, and then she would not listen to me and come in.
So you let the dog out?
I let
you let the dog out. Okay.
And then I went inside to get a rake, and I looked out, and she was waiting by the door like, oh my God, don't leave me out here. I don't have life skills. I can't do this.
You know, every once in a while, we like to
I was
joke.
dawdling. I'm sorry.
When the dog is outside, we like to joke that, like, oh, she's pretending, that she's a wild animal. But really, honest to God, I have never known a dog that is more content being domesticated.
Yeah. Her scared little face was at the door like, please let me in. Please, I'm sorry.
She loves all the trappings. She
Yeah.
loves all of it. She loves her big floofy pillow. She likes the fact that, and also she's very, very particular in the things that she wants. And so we make, she needs to sleep in the same place every night. She needs to sleep, next to her. She won't sleep next to me. This is the things that she does. She has this, she likes to drink out of the toilet at regular intervals.
If you know any border collies, they are very particular.
Very, very particular
Very
dogs.
particular.
Yeah, and any deviation from that, so is kind of cause for a lot of panting and crisis face. And so we like to joke that when she's out there and encountering other wildlife, in particular the coyotes, you people seem nice. Can I? May I have my
do you
snacks?
have my snacks?
Do you have my snacks? I would like my snacks.
Where's
please.
my bed?
Where's my bed? Okay, this is nice. I'm going to turn in. Oh, you're going to eat me. Okay, well that's
No.
that.
Why are you biting me?
That took a turn.
I don't like this.
Let's see. So things Laura did after opening up a bag of rotten cucumbers. She said those weren't 2 cucumbers. Hey!
Yeah.
It's a dick joke. Let's see. Put them next to Barb's beef on the doorstop for anybody who wanted salad to go with expiring beef. Sure. Make rotten pickles. That's where I was in my mind going. Let's see. She took a long leisurely bath, bought a new refrigerator. Yeah, that's exactly what we did. Put that shits on Buy Nothing Sammamish. Burn
That's
that
it,
motherfucker
sell the
down.
house.
That honestly is generally, but we think about moving when these things happen. Invited Bonnie over. She drove to a random street in a nearby town and left the cucumbers in her car to be found in 8 years. Dear Laura, who had the funniest? Oh, this is me. This is round number 3.
Well, I should get to choose since it's
I
me
think you
they're
should.
making fun
That's
of
exactly right. Yeah.
I'm going to go with Suzanne. Put them in a random, drove them to a random street in a nearby town,
Yeah.
left the cucumbers and my car.
Yeah,
there you go.
I like that. That's
Got a whole new car.
Yeah,
Yep.
fine answer. Love that.
But I also like Maleficent's answer of get a new refrigerator. So you both get it.
Okay, so 2 points awarded on the round. Listen, there's nothing consistent about our scoring system on the show at all. We're capricious, is what I mean to say.
Sometimes we send out the prizes. Sometimes we don't.
Sometimes we have prizes.
Whatever.
Sometimes that's something you're going to learn, dear friends on TikTok. Sometimes we have prizes on this show. Sometimes not so much.
Oh my God, Ange and Fuzz. I was in a Home Goods today looking for Halloween stuff because, it's July. And I saw these 2 whippets that were made of stone. And I was like, oh my God.
Stone whippets. All right.
Yeah, there were big statues made of stone. I was like, I totally slept on your birthday gift, Ange. I should have gotten you 2 stone whippet statues.
I love that. Ange? Well,
Would you like them?
Ange loves clutter. Honestly, I think
Her favorite thing.
Folks, honestly, if you have any just stuff that you're just looking to get rid of, why Ange will take that stuff off of your hands. She has more than enough room, and really is something of a maximalist.
Loves clutter.
Well, I think in terms of her decorating,
she's not answering. She's like, I'll pass.
She's like, she's like, I might be high right now, but fuck you. That's what she said.
If you say yes, I'm going to buy them them tomorrow and drive them down to your house.
Hey, what good? And we'll stop for an In-N-Out Burger.
Oh, I have seen that skeleton at Costco. And if I didn't already have a 12-foot skeleton in the backyard, I would get the Groundbreaker skeleton.
Oh, the Groundbreaker skeleton is very, very cool. Yeah. Well,
Keith sent us it.
Yeah. I love that.
Oh, Ange says, a photo would be better.
Aww.
So she's so tactful.
That's
she always says the exact right thing.
That's very sweet. Yeah.
Do you have a best friend like that?
No, I do not.
No,
I do not. Let's see. So anyway, I don't know if you guys know this. I wear many hats, and and I mean that quite literally. One of them, as it turns out, recently is I am an amateur hairdresser. I managed to give your hair a trim last night. You were very happy with the result.
Yes, my hair was too long, and also it was full of weeds and dirt.
Sure.
So after I washed
as one
it,
does.
you cut it, and I think it looks amazing. So no, I think it looks great actually.
Looking awesome. Zabe just asked, did Facebook blur my middle finger? I don't know. Here, let me.
Oh, did it?
I don't know. Did it? That would be some technology.
Wow.
Maybe it's just Zuckerberg. Hey, Zuck, how about that? No, that's coming through loud and clear. Anyway, listen, if I'm going to take this up in a professional capacity, it's going to need a name. Name Stefan Salon. Name Stefan Salon. Man, I need chapstick. I'm a dum-dum. I had some, and then I left it in the other room.
Right, here, I'll get it for you.
All right, very good. Name Stefan's Salon. Really, and I don't want to overplay what I did. Basically, Laura's hair is incredibly long and luscious and beautiful and kind of really hard to fuck up. And so basically it just involves her wetting it, combing it back, all back, and then I just kind of cut a straight line across the back. The first time I did it, it was very nerve-wracking. I'm like, oh my God, that's my wife's fucking, wow, Jesus Christ. That's permanent, what I just did. Well, not permanent, but, hair grows. Unless you're me, in which case, no, it doesn't grow. Hers, will grow out. I see women go to salons and they'll go in and they'll be like, I want you to take, 6 inches off my hair, which sounds like not a lot on paper. But then when you actually look down at the floor, there's this giant pile. There's enough to start another human down there often. So it's a little bit of a nerve-wracking thing. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, see, isn't this nice?
Why
to
do you
have
so many chapsticks?
A wife, because I have very, very chappy lips.
Okay.
I don't know if you people know this about me, so much so that all of these are fucking empty, right? I'm constantly just mowing these things down. Yeah, another empty one.
Do you guys use chapstick? I don't use it.
I have to.
Maybe because I use lipstick,
Maybe you're just more supple. Maybe you're just naturally more moisturized.
I guess.
Could it be?
I don't know. My lips are never dry like that.
I actually.
But you drink way more water than I do, so I don't know.
I'm plenty hydrated, but I even remember when I was there. There's a picture of me in my 3rd grade class picture. Before I kind of got my moisturizing game together, like I had this crust around my lips from just them being so fucking chapped all the time.
So isn't that a thing that if you use a lot of chapstick, it kind of creates that addiction? So you're like,
is that where I'm at?
I don't know.
Oh, I've created a cycle.
They used to say that about Carmex when we were kids.
Yes. Now Carmex, I have heard that for sure.
If you use it, you have to keep using it. I don't know.
I
never got hooked on the stick.
I've definitely heard that. Let's see. So name Stefan Salon, the No Hair Institute of America. Thank you. That's a great answer, Ray. I love that. Well, I'm going to take this one since this one's about me. Let's Salon Steve. I will. I'll write a jingle.
So Ange says if you stop using chapstick, your lips will stop needing it.
I guess I'm a lifer then, because I also have the same relationship with nasal spray. It's not good.
Oh my God, you are so hooked on nasal spray.
I'm totally hooked on the nasal spray. I took it one too many times for a cold, and then So anyway, let's see. Salon Steve, beards are us, cut by Cox, et tu hair cuttery. That's very funny. Et tu brute hair cuttery. Let's see. Glistening carpet tender. That sounds naughty. Let's see. Stefan Sexy Hair Emporium. Let's see. Stefan Can Cut It Out. Oh, these are all fabulous. I got to give it to Suzanne for Salon Steve. Nicely done. Nicely done, kid. Oh, you're, let's see.
Cut by Cox was also really
Cut
good.
by well.
I'm going to give Zabe a point, too.
Yeah, Cut by Cox is good because I think there are implications about circumcision, right? Is that where we're going with that, right? That's what we were kind of driving at. Let's plug that sucker in. All right.
Was that kind of done?
And we're back. Yeah.
That's all right.
Is it? No, I guess it's still going to die. Okay, well, we do our best here on the show. As I said, I'm probably going to start every show by complaining about at least two things, and one will be, my lack of preparation. Remind me of what was this the morning thing?
Oh, okay. So I put on two.
Sometimes I'll write the cards. I'm like, I have no
like,
recollection of what this is about. I have no idea.
Okay, so if you were joining us at the top of it, we're both doing a lot of like house and yard work right now, and we're both very sore. So I got these Salon Pas patches, and they're lidocaine patches. So
they're
last
fabulous.
night I put on two of them, and he goes, "You're not supposed to use two of them at once."
I looked on the box because I saw her do
Sure.
it, and I'm like, I thought I had read something like that.
I'm a Gen X person. I'm made of vaccines and chemicals.
That was it, and we started talking about all the things.
Like-
we really were the first generation to grow up almost entirely on chemical
Do you ever talk to a kid these days, and you're like, "You're welcome for the chickenpox
Thanks.
vaccine."
Yeah,
come on.
we were the ones who had to have basically oven mitts taped around our hands so we wouldn't scratch everything, and parents taking kids to like chicken pox parties and things
So
like
I'm
that.
like, don't be so dramatic. I'm sure I can handle two lidocaine patches at once,
But you did take one off.
I did take one off
she
because
took
I
one
didn't
off,
want
yeah.
to scare you.
Yeah. Well, honestly, it was
Yeah.
if we were drinking and if I had to take you to the emergency room,
Exactly.
it would have been Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. So anyway, the things that we ate, like fucking zingers. I think that layer of frosting was plastic. I'm pretty sure that was like 90%. It's probably sitting in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Velveeta?
Velveeta doesn't melt in the sun.
Twinkies?
You used to keep packages of that in your
In the garage,
in the desert. In the desert.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm fine.
so really, I think as a generation, we have built up immunity to pretty much everything, right? We're made of chemicals. We're all vaxxed up. What is Gen X impervious to? What are we impervious to?
Yeah, and have a cut. Grandma will put mercurochrome on it, and you're good. You can go back outside. What even is that?
Well, and that was a generational thing because the generation before was iodine, right?
Right.
You'd see a kid with a cut, it's just
Pour
like
it in
an
there.
orange,
Fine, you're fine.
And for me, it was always Mom. Say it with me now. Hydrogen peroxide. Boy,
Right.
oh boy.
Pour it in there.
That stuff would just and of course you'd pour it in there, and then it would start foaming around the cut, and you're like, that means it's disinfecting it.
Right.
I don't know if that's true. I honestly, I just took your word on that. I'm like, I've never bothered to look it up.
I slashed myself on some blackberries once again, not
fucked up
wearing
your-
gloves.
Yeah.
And I new skinned it back together because I'm just like that.
Because that's how you roll. And
Because I just wanted to pour more chemicals into my body.
why not?
Whatever.
I mean, honestly, in for a penny, in for a pound at this point. Am I right? In for a penny, in for a pound. if you are, honestly, we're so full of chemicals. Why not top it off? When you're finishing you're
Whatever.
pumping the tank, it's like, just get a little bit more in there. I want to get it to an even. Well, it used to be like an even 20, and then it was an even 50, and now it's like an even 120.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, fun. Hey, in my 18-gallon tank, $120 to fill up. You say?
When I got back from Angie's,
Sure. Glad eggs cost. The cost of eggs is down. When
I got back from Angie's birthday, I put gas in your car and it was over $100.
I know.
So my car's electric, so I don't get gas anymore. Although I did get my car registration and it was like $700.
Oh,
because
what?
they're
Because
going to
they're
get
not
that
getting
money
a gas
from you.
tax
Yeah.
from you. Right,
They're going to get
yeah.
that money
Right.
somehow.
One way or another, one way or another, you're gonna buy me. What is Gen X impervious to? Trauma. That is true. We've
true.
had up to here with fucking trauma. Being alone with their own devices before those devices were electronic and beyond the Atari we had. I don't know, Ray. Were you around for that little Coleco football game that was basically just red dots across the screen? But boy, oh boy, was that addictive. Sit and play
Was that a
thing for hours.
handheld?
It was handheld, yeah, and also a Merlin. Remember Merlin? It was basically like a proto cell phone. It was red, and there were like you could play all these different games on it. It looked like a phone, honestly.
Were you rich or something with your cable TV and your
That's
handheld
exactly.
electronics?
Yeah. You hear,
Only the rich kids had that.
you hear that, Mom? We were rich.
You were rich or something.
Did you know?
Two parents and everything. Wow.
Anne says apparently, yeah, we're not. You're not impervious to blackberries.
No.
The apocalypse, parental supervision, almost everything. Ray had the he had the ColecoVision, of course. Yeah, that was honestly with the friends. We would just have slumber parties sometimes, and we'd all just be sitting there on the bed, just blah blah blah. Let's see, my old answer would have been bullshit, but gestures to the country and the state it's in. So obviously we aren't immune to bullshit because.
Look around.
Observe.
Look around.
Being shocked by anything. That's exactly
Yeah.
right. I'm of course, since this is kind of Zabe's. This is his turf. I got to give it to Zabe for parental supervision.
That's right.
Impervious to that. So listen, in keeping you abreast, and that word will come in handy in just a moment. Trust me, of the situation with our crows. We have had several more bear sightings. The bear now, I think, is like casing our place, like he's going to rob it. We see him on the Ring cameras at night, just kind of walking around.
The other night we
for
went to go
food.
unplug the patio lights, and the bear was sitting there. Like,
Hi.
hey,
Yeah.
how's it going?
How's
Do you
it
have
going?
any food for me? Like, he was on the Ring cam. He was laying down.
This big ass bear, this
Yeah.
300-pound bear, just laying right down in the middle of the lawn.
we're trying to give the food like a rest for the week, just so,
Basically.
so the bear will go away and find something else.
So, but we. The one thing that we miss, honestly, I miss the crows, and I actually have kind of come to be very fond of the squirrels. I really like our little squirrels who have been coming around. There is one squirrel in particular I think we mentioned is named what?
Crouton.
Well, because we asked our AI to name the squirrel, and adorably, our AI, Laura's AI, named
My ChatGPT is named Chatty McChatface.
Chatty McChatface named the
It
squirrel
named itself, okay.
Crouton. Now, a fun fact about Crouton, we think Crouton might be in a family way. We think Crouton might be pregnant.
So we looked on the Ring cam, and Crouton looks quite pregnant from like the side. But then Crouton flashed us these enormous knockers. And
So
like,
Crouton is
it's
rocking
pretty
a
much-
sweet rack at this point. Now, yeah, I don't know if you can fully see from that, but
Crouton either is pregnant or has the most enormous squirrel boobies I've ever seen.
Squirrels gone wild.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like I should pixelate those squirrel tits there.
Come on.
Yeah.
Are you with me? Look at those squirrel knockers.
Are you not amused?
Come
Are you
on.
not entertained?
Come on. I had to zoom in and take a
Oh my God.
screenshot
Yeah.
of that for you guys.
Listen, we are here for you people. We go
Look
the
at them
extra
squirrel
mile.
titties. Come on.
Just check out them. Honestly, if I could have figured out a way to pixelate them, I would have. But anyway, I figured it would be fun if we could name the strip club that Crouton works at with those double Ds, those little squirrel double Ds, right?
Double D's. Those are double Q's. Like, it's the size of her whole body.
Name the strip club that Crouton works at. Yabba-da-da-dow, wabba-da-ba-bow. Little squirrel pole dancing and shit. Little squirrel pasties going in opposite directions. Oh my goodness.
She's just a single mother, okay?
Yeah,
Just
she's
leave her
got to
alone.
make ends meet, right?
Just
She's
leave
got
her alone.
to make ends meet, you know.
Or
Mother's gotta
she's
do
just a
what
squirrel with enormous titties.
She could just be, Ray. She could be just like it's your kind of squirrel, my friend. Squirrel
Do you
with big
think
old
I'm
titties.
seeing things there? Did you see the enormous boobies on that?
Oh
squirrel?
no, we can. There's no question that is a pregnant squirrel with ginormous squirrel tits. That's what's going on with that.
What happened this week for you? I mean, what do you guys do?
And that's one of the first times I think you've ever made me go to
LOL?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. What? Oh shit.
What do you guys do all week?
Yeah. No, Laura made me go to skeletons. Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I'm burned out, and in the middle of the week, I'm like, that squirrel has enormous boobies. Let me take
that
a
is
screenshot.
a squirrel with giant tits. There's just no. You can't slice it any differently. I defy you to. We thought like for a while, like, hey, is that squirrel just really kind of heavy? Is it overweight? It's like, no, you know what you're looking at.
Crouton works at Toss My Salad.
Because it's Crouton!
The nut job!
It's
It's
Crouton!
Crouton.
Oh my god!
Grabbing
oh my
nuts.
god!
The
Wow!
nut job.
Suzanne made me go back to skeletons. Oh, she works at the salad bar. Oh my
Toss
god!
My Salad. did.
Oh my God, that's phenomenal. I fucking love that.
I did make a Squirrels Gone Wild a graphic with like a little bar over her boobies.
Right, exactly. Yeah, Squirrel's Gone Wild. Let's see. Nutters, says Ray. Grabbing nuts, the nut job. Rockies. I mean, I think there's only one answer on this one, right? It's got to go to Suzanne for a crouton. Where's it? Toss my salad. Nicely done. Nicely done.
She's just a nice little squirrel.
So listen, we have remarked as of late about the decline in just polite behavior. I really feel I feel there's someone that we can blame for that.
Yeah.
He's been around for about the last 10 years. I think he could bear a lot of the responsibility for that, right?
We were just talking about pleasantries, pleasant conversation.
You run into somebody
right?
and you're just like, okay, hey, how's it going? How is it going with you? It's just that basic kind of human interaction that we just all rely on. It doesn't mean anything other than it's just a way to establish kind of this social, almost nonverbal communications, like, hey, we're okay. We're non-threatening to each other. That's, by the way, the reason why Romans developed the handshake, did you know this, is to prove that you didn't have a fucking dagger up your sleeve, right? That's what, so they checked your arms, like, hey, how you doing? Okay, I guess you're clear. That's where that comes from. So there's a functional reason for this stuff. But we do it anyway just because it's kind of nice to do. So you're getting your blood drawn the other day.
So the woman who draws my blood is like just not that nice, and that works at the lab where I get my blood drawn.
Yeah.
And she, as I was leaving, I said, okay, thanks. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. And she goes, okay.
But what the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Come on. How hard is it to now listen. Present company almost exclusively accepted here. I am having a very hard time being around people. I am not enjoying being around people at all. My misanthropy is probably at an all-time high. Now, you say no way.
Still, if you were exchanging pleasantries, you'd at least return the ball.
It's the easiest fucking thing in the world in that moment.
It's
just like,
worse if you
have a great day.
just go, okay.
Or say nothing. Maybe if you're not in a mood, you just pretend you didn't hear him.
Or
whatever.
Or if you're in a particularly antisocial mood, just go, thanks.
Thanks, exactly. Thanks.
And then everyone leaves, right?
But
just okay.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Honestly, pixelate this.
What are you talking about?
Zuckerberg. I have no.
What are you talking about?
I have no. I don't have room for that in my brain. It brings my brain to an absolute halt that someone would do that.
It's just weird, and she's like my same age, so she had to make small talk growing up.
We were told. In fact, we were the generation that was told you have to talk to adults.
Right.
You have to be polite. Anyway, have a nice day. Have a nice day. What do you say? Have a nice day. We were the generation that was told you have to, when Mrs. Sawyer answers the phone when you're calling your friend Chris, you have to ask Mrs. Sawyer how you are. You say, is Chris there? And, but you don't just
and
immediately.
God forbid you don't take the message and write it down properly
now you're grounded.
with the right number. You better answer the phone properly.
You better answer the phone properly, but also, when an adult is talking, first of all, we call the other adults Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so.
Mr. and Mrs.
That doesn't
So-and-so.
happen anymore. And
we still do that.
I would exactly, yeah. I have teachers that I see at my fucking reunions. We're going to have our 40-year reunion here.
I saw one of my teachers at
a
a funeral last year, and I was like, hello, Mrs. So-and-so.
Yeah. She was your Spanish teacher. It sounded like Peggy Hill. Yeah.
Mrs. McCormick.
I am so unable to process this. It is just the bare minimum, and people can't be bothered to do it. And I think I know who to blame. I think I know who's to blame for the
Thanks, you
the
too.
cratering
because
part.
I'm not a fucking savage.
Because I'm not a psychopath. Thanks,
and because
you too.
I'm not a psychopath.
I'm not a fucking psychopath.
It seems like it'd be harder to just not return the ball.
It really does. Like you would just. Now listen, I respect the fact that, some people have hard lives. I get that, like you're not probably loving the fact that you're in your 50s and working as a receptionist at a blood bank. Or whatever it is.
She's a phlebotomist. She's drawing the blood.
Okay,
she's
so
fine.
she was. I thought she was the person at the front desk. So she
does both.
She does both. Okay.
Yeah, because Quest Laboratories down the street over there, they only have one employee, and she's it.
Well, maybe
she doesn't have time for small talk. Okay.
I am the kind of person.
Day. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Get out of here.
Yeah. Hey, have a good day. Fuck you. That's what she's saying. fuck off, pal. Yeah.
You're upset about this.
Honestly, like I go out of the house as little as possible now because when I'm driving around, I just look at other people and like, fuck you and fuck you and fuck you and fuck all you people.
Wow.
I can't stand people. And honestly, I'm really, really happy with the people that I have in my life. I intend to keep them. I intend to
We have you guys.
draw you close and draw you into a warm embrace in my heart.
Yes.
The rest of y'all can fuck. Honest to God, I've had it with, I don't feel like people have the capacity to function in society anymore.
I think we may need a rant song.
I have been training for this my whole life. Ask my mother. Mom, am I right? I've been training for this my whole fucking life. I have been a curmudgeon in training. I am easing up on 60. And when I get there, look out. Look out, world. Curmudgeon Steve. You're so happy. Oh, yay. That's just what I wanted to hear. Let's see. So have a nice day. We sat at the dinner table every night and had conversations with adults. Exactly. Yeah. That's exactly right.
And this was required.
Thanks, you too, because I'm not a fucking savage, says Suzanne. Exactly right. I guess I'll make like the full bottomist and pretend I don't hear you. Let's see. Maleficent says she just would say thank you and wish him one as well. I give her 5 stars. It was better than Cats. It was much better than Cats. I will see it again and again. Speaking of an old teacher, my mom has been friends with her American history teacher since high school, and he just died last week. Is that crazy? My mom's 82.
Was he 102 when he died? Or
I think he was in his 90s. Well, you know how it is. Like you get some of those teachers when you're in high school where they're clearly just like right out of college.
But he had to be at least, I guess he had to be like 10 years older than her, right?
Maybe. Yeah, I guess he was probably like 10 years older. And so, but I just love that. I love that you kept up with that teacher for all those years. Yeah, so is this you or me?
It's you.
This is me. Well, obviously I have to give it to Suzanne for thanks you too, because I'm not a fucking savage. That's exactly right. Oh, kids, we're having some
He was
fun.
94.
He was
Wow.
94. Yeah. Listen, so we're going to move on to, we've officially commenced our video portion.
Wow.
I know. I have good control, but I would never want to accidentally.
Are you going to show that photo?
You know I am.
Oh, okay, so
so listen.
so I complain about my neck hurting a lot.
Oh no, this is
this is not that.
This is this
Never
one.
mind.
Yeah. You want to do that one first?
No, go ahead.
No, let's do that one first. So yeah, I think that one makes sense right now.
Okay, so my neck hurts because I'm old, and I get a lot of like, you do this yoga for your neck or whatever, and then I saw this pop up, which is a photo of an exercise you could do for your neck. Wow.
Yeah. That's an exercise.
Do you guys think I should do it?
Is that in like one of Dante's Inferno's circles? Is that which one?
Did someone make that up, and did they design the little headdress for it? Like, wow.
Honest to God, there are about 90 things wrong.
If you know me, you know that anything like that is a terrible idea. Like, I don't really concentrate that well.
If you are drawing breath as a carbon-based life form, that is a terrible idea. What is the name of the exercise that fellow's doing? Name that exercise. Here, I'll bring that photo up again. That's the love child of Rob Lowe and David Hasselhoff. And fucking sweet neck, Sweet neck on that guy.
That's a no.
That's a hard no. Yeah, so here he is. Name this exercise.
Wow.
What this fellow
and you know
appears to
what?
be doing.
I'm sure that does strengthen your neck, but like the amount I would
At
fall
what cost?
and hurt myself.
At what cost? That's the question.
I could hurt myself just gardening or walking.
Show him your hand.
Yeah,
show him your hand.
I'm injured right now.
She's injured right now.
I have a mysterious bruise right here from nothing.
I am afraid to go
if
out
I
in public with you.
strapped a weight to my neck, there's no way.
I'm afraid to go out in public with you right now because I think people are gonna.
Ray says you are doing it wrong.
How is your home life, honey? How's everything going? You feel safe at home? Oops! I got to drag the piece of the puzzle piece.
You flunked the TikTok challenge.
I flunked it.
There you go.
Did I do it?
Oh no!
Oh boy! How am I not passing this? Jesus H Christ!
Wow.
Yeah. So honestly, and I've seen these cats do this shit at the gym before, and I'm like, you are gonna wind up paralyzed.
Oh, they have that at the gym?
Yeah, there are some. There's one that you put your head in a cradle and just kind of rock it from side to side, and you can also rock it this way. And I'm like,
man.
That is a terrible.
I go to Planet Fitness. They don't have that there.
That is good. I
It's
can't
mostly
imagine.
just middle-aged people.
I was going to
in
say. I
sweats.
mean, I can't imagine
it's
anybody.
not like that.
I can't imagine it being a fucking neck machine at Planet Fitness. I think Planet Fitness is so cool about exercise when you go in there that they don't even really want you to exercise. Just come hang out. Just here, hang out with the machines.
It's pretty bare bones. It's like, here,
Yeah.
you're good. You're good. You checked in. You're good.
Yeah, exactly. You're here, and that's half the battle, as I say.
Okay, did we do eraser burns on your skin as a sign of toughness in school?
Yes, I still have the fucking scar. It's right here. Yep, I did.
What is that? I've never
It was
heard
the
of that.
stupidest fucking thing. All of us, boys mostly, but some girls, you would take a pencil eraser and just back and forth on the back of your hand.
What
It
the-
peeled the skin away, and then everybody would walk around with a scar on the back of their hand to show how tough
Oh my
they
God,
were.
we never did that
It
at
was
my school.
psychotic. It was utterly psychotic. I don't know.
Maleficent, did we do that in our school?
Oh my fucking God.
I've never heard of that.
The things that kids come up with and the things that other kids go along with is shocking to me. And you know, it's like I had no perspective on that at the time, and it just all seems so normative. It's like, oh, of course, this is what kids do. Every kid must do this. It's a rite of passage. You know, it's like those the people in the African tribes where they put the fucking hooks through your back and you hang out over the off the banyan tree or whatever the fuck. It's like, no, this is not normal. This is not normal behavior at all. Let's see, what is the name of the exercise that fellow is doing? Let's see, Spartan warm-up, falsetto challenge, blow and glowizer. I see, because if he pulls his neck down far enough, he might could blow himself.
Oh, okay.
Did I just say he could? He
might could.
One from Arkansas. The bent neck lady. The ball crusher. Buy that exercise. Get one for your dong for just $1. Let's see, the Darwin Award. A cry for help. Training to spend time in the stockade. Sure. Heads up, 7-Up. That's funny. Let's see. Oh, some girl erased her boyfriend's initials into her hand. That's permanent. Yeah, mine's. I still got them. I'm 56 years old. I'm overcompensating for you know what. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response?
So many funny answers. I'm gonna go with the Fuzz for the
Sure.
blow and go-icizer.
Yeah, I like that.
That's a good
Very,
name.
very
It's
nice.
catchy.
Yeah. So now, you know that we're a big fan of the Ask Everything Sammamish, next door Facebook Marketplace.
Oh my God, did you take her name off?
No, I didn't.
Oh, no.
I didn't take her name off, and I think it's funny that she didn't. She did this to herself. Now, here's somebody. So one of the things you can do on these groups is you can post anonymously, because some people want to ask something that maybe is like, "Hey, does anybody have any free butt cream?" It's like
Right.
it's something that might be embarrassing. And
I ordered too much Vaseline. Would anyone like some?
Exactly.
That person did not anonymize themselves.
They did not. But anyway, this person wanted to know how to do this, and so here's how they asked. How can I ask a question anomalously? Now, ladies and gentlemen, two things are going on here. Two things. First, of course, I just read the inquiry. Second is, there's her name. So now, Kate Walquist, I think, has just...
I don't want to be this person.
No, I don't. Yeah, and I immediately asked Laura, "What are people saying?" And I think because it would be very hard to be. There's
the
so much
mod
going on
of
here.
the group came on and said, to ask a question anonymously.
Anonymously, spelled correctly, exactly.
I almost popped on there like the grammar like the snob I am. Like, did you mean anonymously?
Let's see. My mom said she did that with a needle in her arm in junior high. Rusty, you did that for Rusty? Oh, that's very sweet.
Wait.
TLA, Jan and Rusty, TLA.
She carried Rusty around for like she carved Rusty in her arm.
don't. Did you carve the name Rusty in your arm? That is some Sid Vicious kind of shit.
Wow.
Nancy, oi!
Seriously,
so
is Jan and is she hardcore?
my mom is so hardcore.
Wow.
Anyway, let's respond. Respond to this person. Let's pretend you're on the thread. Respond to that person's inquiry. How do you post anomalously? How do you post anomalously?
She carved Rusty in her own arm.
Oof. Yeah, that's
Brutal.
that
We're
is
going to have to
hardcore.
show us that when you see us.
Yes, yeah, but I assume that it's probably grown over at this point. But I still, even all these fucking years later, I still have just the tiniest trace of that.
Where is it?
Yeah, I don't know if you can see. It's right there.
Wow. Oh my God, I can't see it.
I know, isn't that
Weird.
crazy? Like all
That's
these
weird.
fucking years. Yeah.
You know, the thing I hated was when people would grab your arm and then give you like the
the Indian burn.
Yeah, but I guess you're not supposed to say that anymore. But it's
Native American burn.
The burn right there by rubbing it or slapping
Actually,
it. Or
the way that you do it is
twisting
you twist it in opposite directions and. Oh, kids are just such fucking idiots. Hey, want a Hertz donut? And I was like, sure, I'll fall for that once. Bam, they hit you in the Hertz donut. Hey, that's not proper grammar. So fuck you and fuck you, right? Honest to God, there's nothing worse than being bested by somebody who's a fucking idiot. Because then then that's on you, right? Somebody who comes up with like the worst line in the whole fucking world and you fall for it. That's you.
The worst.
That's
on you.
You got no one to blame but yourself.
Yeah.
Sir. I was just telling my mom this. I had the most interesting realization. So I was just recently looking at a photo of myself from my high school graduation, in part because I actually had used VO. I wonder if I can upload this. Let me see if I can. If I can upload this, I want to show you guys what I'm talking about because it's kind of fascinating what you can do now. So there's this kind of what I consider to be something of an iconic class photo of me and like four of my dearest high school friends. This was our graduation photo.
Is everyone in this photo still alive?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, that is going to upload. So, So anyway, I look at this photo every day. It's on my dresser, and it's just so cool. It's like I've been friends with these guys for a billion years. So, when I've been making videos lately for my songs, one of the things that you can do is use Google VO to like. You scan a photo and you say, have the people in the photo do X, Y, and Z. So I took this photo and I did this with it. I just said, make them pump their fists and dance around. So now that might not look weird to you, but you have to remember that has been a still photo for, fucking coming up on 40 years now. And so I sent this to my friends and they're like, what the fuck did you do? It's really kind of a disturbing thing if you're not ready for it. So it was, it's about, respond to this person. How do you anonymize? Ask ChatGPT, says Maleficent. Yes, you can, says Ray. Let's do a podcast so we can show everyone together. Get on a big bullhorn in the center of town. Here's how you do it anonymously. Very carefully. I'll respond anonymously and just say no. That's good, Ray. Tell them to ask anonymously just one time monogamously. That's good. I like that. That's very funny. Let's see. Hi, Kate Walquist. Type your mother's maiden name and your birthday below, and it'll post your next post automatically. And you're so funny. Let's see. You say something fucking weird, surprising, and bizarre, and there you are.
Anomalous.
That almost sounds like Mike Tyson trying to say anomalous. Yeah. Since 1986, let me help you ask the question. That's good. Well, Maleficent, you're too kind. You're too kind. Is this you? No, this is me.
No, that's you.
Holy shit. Well, it's got to go to Ange, obviously. Here. Just type in
your mother's maiden name.
The last four of your social. Yeah, that's also part of your porn name. The last four of your social. Yeah, I fucking... no, you can't with a K, says David. Oh, my goodness. So y'all are familiar with the Wu-Tang Clan. They're actually on the road right now.
Are they familiar with the Wu-Tang Clan?
Probably. They were...
Y'all know the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, they're a vanguard hip-hop group. I think they're like 9 members. Just a huge
Buzz knows that.
Affiliation of guys who have been making hip-hop since the early 90s. And I think they're out on one last tour. And, famously, they all have great fucking names, right? Like there's Ghostface Killah, Method Man, the RZA, the GZA. Old Dirty Bastard, of course, most famous of all is Old Dirty Bastard. We discovered this just recently. Laura discovered this. One of the members of the Wu-Tang Clan is advocating for veganism. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So here we have this is Masta Killer, who is partnered with PETA to promote a vegan lifestyle. That is wonderful.
That's gentle.
Thank you, Master. Yeah, he's tough but gentle. Thank you, Master Killer. I really appreciate you raising the flag for veganism. And so my question is, what is your vegan Wu-Tang name? Now, there was a generator a little while ago. It was back when such things were all the rage. It's like an online generator that you could just type in your name. It would give you your Wu-Tang name. And I think my name was something like Vanilla Ghost or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I could tell by my name how white I was, I guess. So
Vegetables taste like sad.
it depends. And now keep in mind. Well, I was going to say mushrooms. Mushrooms are a vegetable, but they're not. They're a fungus.
That's right.
So I guess avoid. There are people who they just avoid mushrooms.
What about the Tiffany plate? You liked that.
You did like the
a little
Tiffany
bit.
plate.
Well, you liked it with ranch dressing.
I was going to say there are people who avoid
Yeah.
vegetables. There are. And I don't know, honestly, how they poop. There is this woman who owns a grocery store, this crazy nutballs grocery store in town called Championship Grocery. Or Champion
Are
Grocery?
they brother and sister or
We
mother
don't
and
know.
son?
It's a very strange arrangement. They're either mother or son or siblings.
This
we don't
grocery
know.
store is so weird that at
is
the
so
end of the
strange.
Twin Peaks tour, we take people there. 'Cause
Because
we're like,
what better way?
It literally is like an episode of
It is
Twin
the
Peaks.
strangest place. They have like remainders, rock bottom remainder stuff. It's like, oh look, they're grapefruit flavored Takis in a huge crate. Oh fabulous. That sounds delicious.
They have a taxidermied chicken.
They
With
are
the
strange
Seahawks
people.
T-shirt on it.
And we
I don't know.
hear them
It's really
having
weird.
we're in there and we hear them having conversations with customers because this is definitely the kind of store that demands a loyal customer base. So the people who come in there are repeat customers. So I'll hear the owners in there talking with people, and the woman says she was talking about her diet one day, and she's like, "Oh, I never eat any vegetables. Never eat any vegetables.
She eats a frozen pizza every
It's
night
a frozen pizza every night,
and some ice cream.
and then
She's
some
like
ice cream.
rail thin
She's
too.
rail fucking thin. So I mean to say you can get away with never eating vegetables. You might wind up owning a strange, peculiar grocery store in Issaquah. It could happen.
Also,
if that's
she
your thing.
takes inventory in the back, like the back where you can't
yeah.
see anyone, but
Yeah.
you can hear what she's listening to, like old cop dramas, like on
It's
the
very
radio.
strange. It's like they're
Radio
tuned into
dramas.
1943.
It's like
back
you
there.
go back into the back of the store and it's like the 1940s.
Hey,
back
what
there.
evil works in the hearts of men?
It's
Well,
really
this
weird.
store apparently. Let's see. Fuzz says he can tell us what his name isn't, and it isn't Master Bear Killer. Although it could be. Fuzz, play your cards
Would
right.
you like to do that? Because the bear is right outside, probably sitting on the stoop right now. Just
He probably fucking is, actually. He's probably
Yeah.
sitting right there waiting for us. Master Morrissey. Boy, are we in a weird timeline or what? Where Morrissey and fucking Johnny Rotten are fascists. It is the strangest fucking timeline. I don't know what to make of this timeline, honestly. Meat Monster. Impossible Rhymes.
Gloop.
No Eat a Meat a Motherfucker. Says-
All right.
Kill a Kale. Kale Killer. Whoa! Oh my God, that's crazy.
that was weird.
David said Killer Kale, and right after that, Maleficent said Kale
Killer.
Killer. Spelled exactly the same way. That is insane. No Meat Killer. Gloop, Green Gangsta, and Scissorp Rules. Scissorp.
Scissor?
Dear Lord,
I
who
don't know. I
advises
think we
us?
have to give 1 point to David and Melissa.
Oh my God! I've never seen an Only Show moment quite that. I don't even know what to call it. What do you even call that?
We used to call that an onlyism when
An
people
yeah,
would say
exactly.
the same name, like
Or
the same
something.
answer. But this is different.
That was kind of next level.
That was next
Yeah,
level.
That was next level, which we're all about on this show. We're all about the next level.
Leveling up.
Leveling up, always leveling up. So listen, you folks have most of you have a memory of Chuck E. Cheese, right? From childhood.
Charles Edward
Charles
Cheese.
Edward Cheddar. Well, it would seem that they are no longer content to be the germ petri dish havens that they currently are. No. They've been seeing the success of good old Dave and Buster's, and they're like, we're doing a Chuck E. Cheese for adults, right? Oh, the mind reels, doesn't it though? The mind reels. So obviously they're gonna have games. We know that they would have to have games. What middle-aged themed games are at the Chuck E. Cheese for adults? What middle-aged themed games are at this Chuck E. Cheese for adults? What we came up with
The ouch my back.
the ouch. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What's the best? Is it salon pas or is it salon pas?
I don't know. Honestly, does anybody know?
Does anybody know?
Does anybody know how that is pronounced? If it's a French product, then I figure that it is. But who the hell knows?
And says the nap room.
Exactly. That's it. Yeah.
Go right in there.
Honestly, it's filled with
You
balls.
know you're tired.
It's filled with those little balls in there. Just boom. Just take a belly flop in there and good night.
Shuffleboard. It's a good one.
Well, yeah. Honestly, it probably does have shuffleboard. I would imagine. I would also imagine that there's some sort of like competitive comparing of injuries. Comparing injuries and ailments. I used to like when I was a kid. I would hear adults doing that. You know, they just sit around and go, "Oh, yeah, my knee is terrible. Oh, your knee, my back. Oh, I'm telling you."
How do you have all that energy? They would say to us.
That pissed me off, and that pisses me off to this day. People would, kids are running around rambunctious because kids do, and be like, "Oh, I don't know where you get that energy. Where does all that energy come from?" I'm like, "Were you never?
You remember?
No recollection of being a child whatsoever." It's like I remember having so much energy as a kid, I could not sit still. I couldn't do it. But it's like when you see. If you ever go to see like baby livestock, like baby goats, baby lambs or whatever, they'll be out in the field, and every once in a while they'll just kind of jump up in the air and they'll just give a rah. They have so much energy they can't keep it in. That's what it's like being a child, and that's exactly what it's like being a child. But let's see. What middle-aged themed games are at the Chuck E. Cheese for adults? Nap room, couponing station, shuffleboard, Bengay beaver thump. Exactly.
That's right.
You get the tennis elbow and the bursitis. You gotta have something for that.
Suzanne says she'll go only if they bring back the animatronics. Suzanne, have you ever been? There's a grocery store on the East Coast called Stu Leonard's. And they have all the old school animatronics.
They do.
And they are scary.
It's creepy as shit, and I love it. It's very David Lynch, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You should look it up on YouTube. They have it's Stu Leonard, STEW.
Yeah.
Stu Leonard.
and also you might actually find some videos about how the guy who created the place, Stu himself, was indicted. That was fun story. Let's see. The only show skee ball. Ray says LARPing with 2 A's, so it's AARP.
Oh, LARPing.
Oh, Ray Paul, my friend. Hats off to you, my friend. Let's see, bocce ball, the slap a relative game. Sibian Slayer, Giant Jenga. Was Showbiz Pizza Place different? Yeah, a Pizza Palace and Showbiz Pizza and Chuck E. Cheese were competitors. I heard a whole podcast about this. There was like a whole internecine terrible people. It was almost fought with guns. They were very mad at each other. Yeah. Oh. Let's see, storming the buffet at 4 p.m. Mind games. Squirrel naming ball, Viagra Falls.
Nice.
Holy fuck, you guys! How am I going to choose? Let's see. Stare-offs, ballots, chess and checkers. Is this you or me?
It's you.
This is me. Okay. I got to give a few on this one. I think I got to give one to Ray for Viagra Falls for sure. I thought that was absolutely brilliant.
And LARPing with AARP.
So then Ray gets the point, and then also you got to give one to Suzanne for Slap a Relative game. Oh my God.
We all have one. Everyone wants to play that game.
Have you guys ever been to a Dave & Buster's? I'm kind of curious. It seems like it might be fun.
There's one over by the Target
There
in Bellevue.
is, and I'm kind of curious to go in there one time and just kind of be like,
Do you feel like it would be just as unsanitary as a Chuck E. Cheese?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Oh, very much so. Just in a different way. The adults we're filthy in different ways, right? Let's see. So I don't know if you guys heard this news. Cracker Barrel. The fine folks at Cracker Barrel were in the news recently. If you're not familiar with the Cracker Barrel, well, you've never driven cross country because that's pretty much all you see.
Yeah.
It's just basically a white trash establishment. That's really what it is. Anyway, they were in the news recently when one of their restaurants in Waldorf, Maryland, refused to serve a group of special needs students on a field trip. Hey, fun.
Wow.
They initially stated it was due to staffing issues and an inability to accommodate the large group. However, they later apologized for the incident, acknowledging it was a misstep. Well then, also in November of 2020, A customer in East Windsor, Connecticut complained about a decoration that looked like a noose hanging from the ceiling in the dining area. Ladies and gentlemen, the fine folks at Cracker Barrel. So now they've updated their menu
They have
recently.
really good biscuits and gravy.
Really, yeah. The newest menu item on the Cracker Barrel menu, and in light of all of these wonderful PR stories that are coming out about Cracker Barrel, the newest menu item on the Cracker Barrel menu is blank. The newest menu item. Oh, my back. Hi.
Ouch, my back.
Ouch, my back. Yeah.
Cracker Barrel has a viral witch that's also looks like a tree. I want it.
What? Huh? What?
They sell Halloween.
Say more. I don't know
They
anything
sell
about this.
they sell Halloween home decor, and sometimes it goes viral.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Really?
They do.
Do they have like an emporium in the restaurant?
They have a gift shop. Yeah.
They do?
It's really famous.
Why do I not? Do I know this? Because you and I have definitely, because we went and visited your dad and we've been to Cracker Barrel.
We've been to Cracker Barrel several times.
Because one of the nice, was Cracker Barrel the one that had the buffet style dining?
No.
That isn't. That was another. Was that like a Luby's or something
Yeah.
like that? Honestly, the finest banana pudding with Nilla wafers ever.
Cracker Barrel actually has decent food.
Listen, it's the folks running the joint.
Yeah.
That seems to be the problem. Let's see, bloody
whips and grits.
The newest menu item on the Cracker Barrel menu is Bloody Murdoch.
Nice.
MSG, whips and grits, deep fried kale. I would eat that. I would eat deep fried kale. You guys ever had the fried? Is it fried kale chips? They dehydrate them. Right. Yeah. So you can, and then they'll do them, nacho cheese
It's just
style.
a lot of work to make those like in the air
really
fryer or
fucking
in
is.
the oven or whatever. It's not worth it. It's kale.
Do, do I want to be that guy who's
should
just
be
like,
free.
I like all the nutrition of kale, but sure do hate to have to use my air fryer. First world problems. Let's see, intolerance and hate hash. Vienna sausages with little toothpicks. Oh, it's the overcompensation platter. Hello.
That's so funny. I can't really see that far, and
Yeah.
I thought it said Vienna sausage with a little toothpaste.
With a little
And I was
toothpick.
like,
that
sounds
would also
disgusting.
work. That would also work.
Wow.
Let's see, intolerance and hate hash. Vienna sausages. Number 2 red dye. Is this you, my darling?
Yes.
I think it is.
Yes,
Who had the
it
funniest
is.
response?
Yes, it is. I'm gonna give it to Fuzz for whips and grits.
Hoy up and grits. Yeah, very good.
Whips.
Oh, kids, we're getting right down to the wire here. We are on to our lightning round. Oh, here we go. Giddy up, kids. Here we go. Let's see. I'm coming, Elizabeth. It's a big one. Oh, Fred Sanford.
That's right.
Elizabeth. Oh, my God. I loved that show when I was a kid. Oh, that was Quincy Jones did that song. Did you know? Quincy Jones did that song. Here we go. Strap in, lightning round. I can't make it into work today. I've got blank. Can't make it into work today. Boss man, lady. I've got blank. Focus, cameraman. What are you doing? It's obviously, you can't get good help these days.
I've got
Union contractor.
chicken pox.
I've got the chicken pox. Yeah, no, honestly, I've got whatever it is that RFK Jr. is facilitating. I've definitely got that. Oh man, alive! I'm so grateful for all of you. When the news gets as bad as it's gotten, I am so grateful. And as much as I like to complain about, these two things aren't mutually exclusive, mind you. When I complain about humanity, I don't mean y'all. I mean you people are amazing. And in fact, part of the misanthropy comes from the fact of I don't know where you're at with everything that's happening. I see you, random person. I don't know how you feel about it, so I don't trust you until I know. Yeah. Let's see.
I've got no Medicaid or SNAP. I can't come to work. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I've got better things to do. I've got boss aversion syndrome, a conscience. Exactly, because of course, the capitalist system is bullshit. Read your Marx and Engels. Let's see. Beach fatigue, money. I can't make it into work. I've got money. Oh no, thanks. I couldn't touch another button.
Oh no,
I've got plenty of money. Oh, thank you. No.
Sorry.
No, I would do your job. job, but I don't want to. Let's see. Morals, standards, no Medicaid or SNAP, stuff to do. A date with your wife. Nice, David. Who had the funny? Is this me?
It's you.
Holy fuck. Rotten cucumbers in the
It's too far.
Oh my fucking god. I got to give it to Ange for money.
I've got money.
But let's give another point to Suzanne for rotten cucumbers in the fridge. Oh my god.
It's going to take the whole day to deal with that.
It's a situation. It is a situation. So I think we're about to get down to business here. What's our safety word? We're about to get freaky. It's gonna happen. What's our safety word?
I think that's safe word.
Is it safe word or safety word?
Is it? I don't know.
Can we get did anybody Google that?
Is it safe word?
Safe word. I think it might be.
safety
I think it might be safe word.
Okay.
Let's go with safe word.
Okay. I just put safety. But
You want to type it again?
okay. Yes.
I think it's important that we get these things right, honestly, because otherwise, how are we different from Katie Gingrich Schlichtenmeiser, whatever her name was, asking if we can post something anomalously? Can I post something unanimously? Can I do that? Could I post unanimously? That'd be fucking amazing.
The safe word is rock the Casbah.
the safe word is eating out Catherine Cleary.
Oh boy,
that's what the safe word is.
That's the highlight of last week.
Boy, oh boy, kids, we got a lot of mileage out of old Catherine Cleary's column last week.
The safe word is I'm expired.
I'm expired like Bonnie's beef. That's it.
The safe word is stop.
Just stop. Yeah.
Stop.
What if that actually were the safe word? That would send a very confusing signal, right? I recognize I'm a little vanilla in this regard. I have no kink. I just none whatsoever. And I believe when I hear people like say whatever their kink is, like, good for you, and they come by it honestly. It's like they really are. I'm into feet. It says some person, some random.
I was gonna say you're totally outing us as like not being freaks, but like who would think we were?
I don't think we're freaks. No. We're pretty straightforward.
Who thinks we have like the red room in our house? Like nobody ever.
I mean, if there were a couple
nobody ever.
If there were a couple that you'd be like, well, they've got the time and certainly no children, so they could, but we just didn't. Never really been of interest.
We know a couple like that, but that's not us.
That ain't us. That is not us.
That's okay.
But yeah, so I hear about people doing that kind of stuff. I'm like, good, more for you. More for you.
That's fine.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't want to yuck anybody's young. It's not my thing. Like the kinky when I was growing up, the kinkiest thing that I could think of was do it in a shower. One day I will grow up and do it in a shower, and then you do, and you're like, wow, water doesn't keep. How is there friction with water? How is this possible?
Maleficent's a retired freak. That's what she just said. She used to be a freak, but now she's not.
She's super freak. Retired freak. She's retired freak.
Yow.
Let's see. Sweet Caroline. Our safe word is Sweet Caroline. Text to stop. This is Ange. Have a nice day. Oh, okay.
Thanks, you too.
Okay. Cauliflower.
Okay.
Barb. Beaver cubes. Holy shit. Is this me or you?
Oh, this is me.
This is you. Shit, man.
The safe word is. I'm gonna give it to safe for stop.
Stop. Just stop. Yeah, exactly. I think there's why complicate things? Am I right?
Stop.
Oh my goodness. Taxi driver, take me to blank and step on it. Always wanted to say that. And we lived in New York where you could do such things. Or the one that I always love, the other cliche that you see with taxi drivers in movies, somebody gets in and just drive, or follow that car, right? Would a taxi driver actually do that? I wonder.
I don't think so.
I don't think they would. I think they'd be like, hey, honestly, find some other schmuck.
This reminds me of my anecdote that I forgot. Well, I didn't forget to tell you. I told you when it happened.
Yeah.
Perhaps we could have made a prompt out of it.
Okay.
I went to Costco the day before July 3rd.
Okay. All right.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And there was a long line of cars waiting to park, and the guy in back of me thought it would be a good idea to honk.
This is the terrible idea.
And I was like,
you'll find out very shortly, very in quick order, if you do that to my wife. You will find out why it's a bad idea.
stopped my car and got out and just yelled at him until he left.
Yeah.
He left Costco.
Can-
He left the parking lot. Whatever he needs, he's not getting it.
Can you approximate his face, the expression on his face while you were
He
yelling at him?
looked scared. He
Did
was
he
like
look
a,
like generally-
he was like a
generally scared?
middle-aged white guy in a BMW
Oh,
SUV.
of course he was.
And I was like, why do you think it's a good idea to honk at me, motherfucker? He was like, oh my god,
Ooh,
did I just honk at a perimenopausal lady? Is
You
that what I did?
And you should not have, sir. You should definitely not
I
have done
frightened
that.
him. I think I scared him.
I didn't pin it, did I?
And he was like, stop. 'Cause that's his safe word. And then he left.
I see. So he had a safe word. Did you guys establish that before you got out of the car?
No, he
You're
didn't.
always supposed to.
He didn't get out of the car. He was frightened of
He
me.
was very frightened of you.
Yeah, he got out of the line, and it was to leave the Costco parking lot. He was like, "You crazy? I'm leaving here."
Girl, you crazy.
I was like, "Does it look like we're all just waiting in line for fucking fun? What do you think? Why are you honking?
What on earth do you think I'm doing here?
What do
pal?
you think I'm doing here?"
Yeah. I honestly, when I am driving along and there's somebody who's going very slowly in front of me, and I try to keep a respectful distance because it's just like you don't want to tailgate anybody, even if they're driving like an old fucker. And then some person will come right up on my tail and just start driving aggressively behind me. I'm like, what do you want me to do, bucko? What do you want
I
me
will
to do?
slow all the way down.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's the
I
best
don't
thing
care.
you can do.
And they
Just
can get as
slow
close as they want. I'm
the
like,
way
go ahead and
down.
hit me. It's fine. I don't care. I don't give a single fuck.
I know.
Do it. Let's get in an accident. It's
What?
your fault.
I feel like we're hitting pay dirt here tonight on the show. I feel like I'm venting some real honest to God feelings.
Yeah.
Tonight. Because a lot of times, I'm driving around and I'm stuffing it down because you
Yeah.
really oughtn't yell as much as I think I'm inclined to yell at my fellow human beings. But tonight on the other hand, though, you people are letting me let it all hang out, and I
Buzz
appreciate
is like, Laura will be all like, get up out of here, fool.
Fuck,
I'll kill you. I don't care.
Pimp slap.
I don't care anymore. I don't give a single fuck.
Yeah. Taxi driver, take me to blank and step on it. Take me to 1984. Take me away. Take me to Electric Avenue. Oh no!
We gonna
Rock down to Electric Avenue, and then you'll take it higher. Laurel,
Who produced that song?
I don't know who produced it, but the artist name is Eddie Grant.
Okay.
Let's see. Taxi driver, take me to a pile of dog doo-doo and step on it. Oh, I see what you did, David. That's very clever.
There you go.
Step on the pile of dog shit.
Take me to Stu Leonard's. You know you YouTubed that just now, didn't you? The freaky animatronics.
Viagra Falls. Take me to Viagra Falls. Trader Joe's. The Future. Stu Leonard's. Twin Peaks. Is this me? This
is
me.
you.
Is this the final round? Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. I'm going to give this to David because that was a very clever answer. Step on that pile of dog shit, my friend. All right.
Oh, no.
All right, you tally. I think I got
Do you have a rant?
I got
rant
a song in my system.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
I'm feeling nothing but hatred
Oh, boy.
tonight. Hatred, and I'm gonna get in a big fucking fight. I'm feeling hatred tonight. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Wow.
Get out of my way, asshole. There's nothing I can do. I can't drive any faster. Hey, get out of my way, asshole. I hope you fucking... I honestly, Zuckerberg, Big Zuck is watching. But hey, that's okay. Everybody knows we gotta get along to live in a society with each other, and so if what you do is when somebody says, hey, have a nice day, it's so fucking easy to say, you too. Well, I hate everybody, and that's not gonna get any better the older I get. No, it's not gonna get any better the older I get. No, it's not gonna get any better the older I get.
Oh, Ange laughed so hard at my honking story that she had to go pee.
Oh, hey, all right, good. Very, very good. So, do we have a winner for tonight's game? It's a very high-scoring game tonight.
It was a high-scoring game.
A very exciting gameplay tonight.
Suzanne has won
Hey, Suzanne!
outright with
Hey,
6
girl.
points.
6 points! I was going to say,
Now-
definitely. I don't remember the last time we had somebody win with 6
She is the
points.
high scorer.
Yeah, I don't know if we, honestly, I think we might actually, you might have to enter your initials into the video game console because I don't think we've ever had anybody score 6 points.
I don't think
on the
anyone's
show
ever gotten 6
before
points.
Suzanne. My
We've
goodness.
never given away 30 points before. I'm just kidding.
Well, let's go to the showcase showroom right now, and Suzanne, we have the ceramic giraffe
Dalmatian.
over here. So ceramic Dalmatian. We got a matching washer dryer set, a chinette.
She says the name of that song is Curmudgeon Steve.
Curmudgeon Steve. That's it. That's the song.
I'm going to send you something spooky in the mail, and you know I will.
Oh,
She
people.
loves spooky things, too.
Oh, we love you too, sweetheart. Maleficent says she loves us. That's very, very sweet. So, kids, yeah, this has been delightful.
Can you replicate that song? Oh, well, you can clip
You
it
know
out.
I hate everybody. Everybody can all fuck off. Hey!
Make it your ringtone.
So, are we going to play for a runner-up?
Oh, gosh. No, I think are we going to play for a runner-up?
I don't think we need to,
No.
honestly. It's after 9:30, kids. This has been absolutely delightful. We love you, fine people. And I
Can she get the rest on a gift card?
Yeah, get the rest. Yeah. Oh, but remember, once you buy a prize, it's yours to keep.
That's right.
This is the God's honest truth. I came into the show tonight, and I was going to tell you guys something, and I can't remember what it fucking was. It's like an itch that I can't quite scratch. So, by all means, monitor our message board.
Was it have a nice day?
Yeah, maybe it
Okay.
was. I'll have something for you in the middle of the night when I invariably can't sleep. But
During insomnia time?
do you have any final words before we go?
No,
thank you.
I love you all.
we love you people.
See that cheered me up.
That cheered me up substantially. I feel much better.
I was not in a great mood today.
I wasn't really
Now
in a-
I'm in
yeah.
a better mood. Thank you.
Oh, well,
Thank you.
you guys rock our world too. We love you all, and we will see you guys next week. I did not get to do a show this week because of said physical labor, honestly. But and probably not for the next, at least not this week. But I do really want to do another music show again because it's so much fun, and I love having everybody come and just make random fucking requests and have me ruin them. It's lovely. So we will. I'll let you know when that's happening. But until next week, right? Until next
Yes.
Saturday,
We will be here.
We will see you guys.